Parental discretion is advised.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
Hey, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. We are back. It's 2012.
2012!
2012.
Start the Mayan jokes now. And
Mayan jokes.
There we go. I'm Sorgatron. We're here for another year of some fantastic wrestling and talking about fantastic wrestling in fantastic ways.
That sounds fantastic.
Take your pants off.
Who's to say
Mine
they're not
are already off.
Nobody wears pants on this show, Chachi, except for you, because yours are on camera.
Yes.
And of course, you're hearing from Chachi of Chachi Says dot not. Chachi Says .net. ChachiPlays.com.
Yes. The sponsors require me to say ChachiPlays.com 1,200 times throughout tonight's episode.
Okay.
Holy
So,
fuck, 1,200.
ChachiPlays.com.
What sponsors?
ChachiPlays.com.
And also,
ChachiPlays.com.
DJ Lunchbox is with us as well.
Hey, DJ Lunchbox.
ChachiPlays.com. I agree. I was about to take my pants off, and then I realized I don't think I'm wearing any underwear, and that is the kind of year it's going to be.
Wait, so you're still wearing pants, though?
I am wearing... dude, I gotta fucking wear pants to work.
And join us from Corpus Christi, Texas, is the WrestleFan. Ole. That's all you get. AJ's joining us from his iPhone.
Yeah! Yeah! I don't know what's happening anymore.
And there is.
I am here.
You're not going to yell at us?
No.
Nope.
Yeah!
Yeah, I got my camera pointing at you. Yeah.
And, well, hey.
Wait.
What?
Yeah!
All of a sudden, I feel like I'm Google Hangout, except everybody has their clothes on for the most part.
Most
parts.
Somebody going.
That shit.
Oh, God. That's a nipple.
That's a nipple. Never mind. Oh.
That's our nipple.
So this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, and I'm sorry. This is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Of course, if you want to find out more about what we're doing, we're at what? No, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can drop us an email at goodtimes at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Mayhem Show. Follow us on Facebook. Find us on Google Plus, of course. And you can drop us a line at 412-206-WMS0. Anybody got it up? Is there an app? We got an app?
Nope.
I would, but I'm on my phone.
No, wait. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. We got the WMS Gold app where we get all of the... what? Oh, there it is. There it is. Right there, he's got it. Where you get all of the exclusive content that we have before, after, in the middle of the show, marriage proposals, whatever it may be. And it's lickable. It's very lickable. There's a marriage proposal on the Gold app last year.
Did you say it's lickable?
It's lickable.
Yes,
Riz,
I just licked my iPhone.
Riz was licking it, and it's for your iOS device or Android, and also the Kindle Fire. Get on your Kindle Fire.
Kindle
Fire. Hey, hold on.
What?
Don't lick
Hold
fire.
on.
What?
Don't put the Wrestling Mayhem Show on your Kindle Fire.
Why not?
Put it on all of the Kindle Fires.
All of them in the world.
All of them.
I get a cut, I think, because I'm the only one who ever pushes the app. Sword.
What?
This is your opportunity to make money, and you forgot to say it the last 3 or 4 weeks.
What are you talking about?
This
the app. I forget.
You stream and you forget every month.
What are you talking about? We push the app every week. I missed it once.
You missed it 2 weeks in a row.
No.
As an audio listener, I don't have the distraction of video here. As an audio listener of the show, every single Wednesday when I'm at work, you haven't mentioned it.
Well,
I feel like you're missing out on revenue here.
Yes, we are. We're working on the revenue things. What are you playing with there?
Merry Comfort.
Very comfort. Yeah. So, hey, I also want to give... wow.
Jolly comfort.
Keep an eye on SorgatronMedia.com. There's some wrestling going on there. And there's some announcements I won't talk about here just yet. But in the coming weeks, you'll probably see a little bit from that. And also, we won't do the sticker thing. New year, no stickers.
ChachiPlays.com.
2011. This year, tattoos, get them.
Tattoos, WN's tattoos coming soon. But let's get right into it. We like to start off the show with you, the fans. The fans make the show. The fans are the show. Most of these guys started off as fans that wrote into the shows.
I still am a fan.
You're still a fan.
We could be you.
There you go.
No matter what anyone else says.
Area.
But let's hit the emails.
Dibs on Sonic.
And dibs on Sonic. Go ahead, Chachi. What's going on?
I'll give you
Oh my god.
Salutations, Mayhem Inc.
Oh man, we got incorporated.
Yes.
Oh man, now I gotta. Do I own shares?
2.
Oh, good. Are they
Hope
voting
you guys
shares?
had a
No.
good holiday break, but I've missed them.
Hope you guys had a good holiday break, but I've missed the mayhem, and I'm looking forward to tonight's show as if I've been watching cryptic promos for 3 weeks. But I digress. TNA is actually looking quite decent. I can't decide if it's an increase in quality or a decrease in expectations, so I'll avoid the bad and what I would change and proceed to the first Raw of the year. Wow. I don't really know what to say. It was like a Divas match, a couple of high spots, some botches, and not nearly what it could have been. Anyway, the opening was pretty good. I hope the writers are learning that Cena can apple polish all he wants to the crowd, but the verdict is already in. Also, my Star Wars theory is still riding high with the inclusion of Darth Kane trying to lure Cena to embrace the hate. The R-Truth/Miz angle is great. Miz's nickname backstage should be Mentos because he's the fresh maker to his opponents.
What? Okay.
Mentos fresh now.
Shut up.
Is this the part where Mason Ryan has to lift a car and like park it sideways or something?
It might be time to let Miz and Cena lock up again to find Cena's inner crowd pleaser. Zack Ryder can only carry Cena so far.
Oh.
The ring action was scattered. I'm glad Daniel Bryan learned the power roll-up from Kelly Kelly. And Twin Magic is always a writer's best friend to save the faces from a real defeat. A couple of things I couldn't understand was Wade Barrett and Santino, and why the WWE title match was sidelined for an episode of the Lucas prequels. All the special effects with no story.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. The best follow-up match for Wade Barrett, who just got a massive push from one of the company's monster faces, was Santino Marella. And on that note, to sideline a title match that been slow cooking with Punk, Ziggler, and Laurinaitis for a handicap match with the faces in a power position. Did Vince Russo sneak back in? Finally, the sort of highlight of the evening was the climax of the return promos that had the internet's all a-twittering. I was marking out hard for the return of Jericho, and I'm glad he back, even if he's still channeling his early Lionheart gimmick. Probably an after effect of fronting Fozzy on the road for a while. But I hope his FOMO was for a reason and just not him burning out his time allotment basking in the crowd. Have a great show and a Cena wow. Cena sensationalized New Year. Sonic Screwjob. P.S. Jeff Jarrett just called, and he wants Jericho to know that he has a hat to match his jacket.
Yes.
Walls.
JEFFJRRE.
He also has
C.
Clay Short, the answer to Kane.
Yes.
So there you go.
Hey, sure.
All right, who's got the next one, guys?
I'll take PRK.
Sure, go for it.
To the WMS Nation, I can't believe my own two eyes when in my own hometown, Chris Jericho, the man of 1,004 holds, made his return to the WWE in over a year. It's been 1 year since he did a game show, a tour, and a book. Now that The Rock is a lock for WrestleMania, I love the alliteration, Y2J will finally fill the void of this big event come April Fool's Day. Another moment is the D. Bryan Ziggles match. I want to know why did it involve Johnny Ace in the ending in which Dolph grabbed the belt after a countout. Let me know what you think. See you guys later. Pierre K, a.k.a. Mr. Techwood Drive. I really wanted that Mr. Techwood Drive to get in there so early. Sorry, everyone.
It's okay. That's okay.
I think he meant the CM Punk.
Ziggles match. But he put D. Bryan.
Hey, Brian, that was good too.
That's my boy D. Bryan.
That's my buddy Brian. He's on my Fave 5.
That was good. That was good.
He's on my
Someone needs to make
Booker
a Booker
clearly has
dictionary.
T-Mobile.
What was that? Okay. We got one more, and it's from
I think it's Freaky.
It's Big Freaky. Hey guys, as I watched when Johnny H told Swagger that he wouldn't reward him for his actions last week with the titty shot. Titty title.
Titty shot.
There's an extra
There's
an extra T in title.
It says tittle.
I couldn't help but
Tittle
think of
shot.
when Jim Cornette said the same thing to the Briscoes a few months back on ROH TV. Did anyone else notice that?
No.
I don't think anybody else watches ROH TV to that extent. We do watch it. I watch it sparingly.
I noticed.
Okay, good.
I noticed Big Freaky.
Since LB doesn't want me to talk about TNA.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
Did
I
any?
came up with super nice guidelines to make it all.
He said, I'll ask this. Are you guys excited about ROH returning to Pittsburgh in May? Later.
Why ask if you don't listen to the show?
I heard about Ring of Honor returning in May. Although I've only heard about it from Lord Zoltan on the Indie message board, and I swear I only went there because somebody told me to.
Someone told me to get.
Who's on Indie Message Wrestling? Oh, fuck it.
Nice try.
I tried real hard to make fun of indie wrestling, and I couldn't.
But no, I hope it is coming back. Supposedly down at the Ross Driver Ice Gardens, where TNA was this last time, which I understand was probably pretty good.
It was probably pretty good.
The house shows are usually pretty good. And I think.
Do you know anyone that went?
I think Tony F went down to it because it's like right in his backyard.
No, I think. Do you know anyone that went?
Hey, did you go to it? Let me know.
Fair enough. Moving on.
Moving on.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
What's up?
According to a quick Google search, Big Freaky is 2 months behind.
2 months behind?
Yeah, I have on Gerwig.net, ROH heading to the Pittsburgh area in 2012. Ring of Honor will be holding an event in the Ross Draver Ice Garden in Belle Vernon, PA on Sunday, May 6, 2012. Posted November 5th, 2011.
Okay, I only knew... What was this posted at?
This is Gerwig.net.
Okay, well, I just learned about it like last week myself, and not from an official source. And it's not listed on ROH's site last I checked. So there you go. So yeah. We also do have a voicemail from Big Freaky. Here we go.
This should be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let me turn it up.
TNA. How about this? I posted a 5-minute clip on your Facebook page about the upcoming Johnny Gargano Ricochet. Keep an eye out for that, Sorg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right Sorg. Keep an eye out for that.
I'm going to get hands up. That's good. Okay, thank you very much, Freaky, for that.
He's dropping that shit on 12.
Let's drop it to the WrestleFan and This Week in Indie Wrestling.
Hold on, Sorg. Actually, Sorg, hold on. We have a new name for the segment.
We do?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn now to the WrestleFan for This Week in Amateur Falling Down.
And on that note...
You have a minute. Go.
Bobby F. J. Town sends in a report, the AON report. Here is the first AON report of 2012. Sherrod Hall versus Black Lightning for the television championship. The match started in the backstage area and they battled to the ring. The ref counted at 3, but Sherrod Hall thought it was 2, but the decision was final. Black Lightning is once again the champion. Psycho Fusion has been suspended for 60 days for attacking a fan, and C4 is on IR with intestinal problems. So the tag team championships are vacant and will be won in a tag team tournament that will take place over the coming months. NJ Syndicate and Cloma Clayton were forced to compete in a match against each other. NJ picked up the victory. The search for the baby daddy of Bobby Frapples continued. Original Florida Thug versus Marcus the Nomad Cage. Marcus picked up the victory. Biff Blackstone and James Ford versus the Hassel Brothers. The Hassel Brothers picked up the victory. The USSR AON Heavyweight Champion came to the ring and attacked Crazy Bob, the AON security guard. Manchild, who was dressed as a reindeer and brought Maximus Claypool to the ring by dragging him in a sled versus Akiba. Manchild won the match. Randall Fairway and friend of the show, Cass Edison, versus Shane Mouse and Zach Ray in an elimination match. Cass Edison picked up the victory. And that is the AON report for this week, Bobby F. J. Town. Thank you, Bobby F. J. Town, for sending in the AON report. Continuing on here in the Indie Minute, I'm going to start things off with
first, can I shout out to Bobby F. J. Town? Hand turkey. Moving on.
And turkey.
And
I'm going to move on now into the Indie Minute about what Big Freaky mentioned in his voicemail about the, in his in the email, or no, the voicemail, I believe. He sent two things. I'm confused. The Johnny Gargano, he will be competing in what is scheduled to be the final match ever, at least for now, in the ECW arena. He will be defending his newly won Dragon Gate USA title against Ricochet for Evolve Wrestling on January 14th at the ECW arena. Like stated before, that is the final ECW arena show that has been slated so far after the new group kind of took ownership of the arena. So it's definitely going to be a big event. It's going to be a double header, I believe, with CZW and Evolve. They're doing two shows that night. All at the ECW arena. So you want to get your tickets, go to czwrestling.com and also Evolve Wrestling. I believe it's evolvewrestling.com. Also, to mention also on sort of the local front, at least in my area, our good friends at River City Wrestling, their next event is this Saturday, January 7th, for New Year's Evolution 3. I sadly won't be there. I won't be in town that weekend, which really sucks because it looks like an amazing card. Friend of the show, Ray Rowe, defends the RCW heavyweight title against Hernandez, TNA star. And as announced today on the River City Wrestling Facebook page, it will be an I Quit match. So that is definitely going to be something to see. Also, the tag titles will be on the line. Honky Kong and Jingo Wallaby taking on the team of Muerte and Nemesis, the Dark Army. And then also for the Ring King Championship, Joey Spector going one-on-one with Darcy Drake, where the loser must be the maid for the winner for 30 days. So if you want to go check them out.
Hell of a stipulation, boys.
That's upping it up. Go to rivercitywrestling.net. Go check them out and get tickets. Like I mentioned, it was January 7th. So definitely go check them out and support them. Speaking of them, if you go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com this week, I posted a report from the last two independent wrestling shows that I went to here in the great state of Texas for River City Wrestling and also for Anarchy Championship Wrestling. Go check that out, WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Get a look. See what it's all about. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. And yeah, that's pretty much this week in indie wrestling.
Thank you, WrestleFan, for that fantastic report. Yeah. So let's get a little bit of what's good. Oh wait, do we have something over there?
I think.
Oh, sorry.
I think fantastic is a little bit strong for a word.
I thought it was a lovely report, Chachi. Just lovely. So,
Chachi, this is why I left and got myself a beer.
Yeah, I left too.
There you go.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault if you don't plan ahead.
Okay, then.
All right. Oh, hey, we're going to be back with more Mayhem and tell us just exactly what we think about the Jericho thing and some more.
Do you think we're coming back? I don't think we're coming back.
Maybe we're coming back.
ChachiPlays.com. ChachiPlays.com. ChachiPlays.com.
Maybe the Mayans predicted the end of this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if we're coming back or not.
After this.
It's like a sky or something.
The background of what?
AJ got back. AJ
No, let's keep it like that.
bought a bottle of 3 Olives, dude. If you have the opportunity to do so, do it. And do it fast. Now everyone, yeah!
Everybody on the right! Everybody on the left!
Yeah!
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to Wrestling Mayhem Show. As you can see, we're pretty excited by the return of Chris Jericho.
No, we're not! No! Do not lie to these people!
Oh, that's what we don't even want to remember when, because we're trying to figure out what happened last night. So we'll get back to remember when last week or next week, whatever. So yeah, Chris Jericho. We were talking about this on the break, and we brought up this video, and I think, I apologize for you audio listeners, but it is over on WWE.com. And
what did tonight signify?
Jericho's walking.
Why come back and not say anything?
He's smiling. He's still
Chris,
smiling.
Can you just give us a quote, anything. How did it feel to hear everybody chant Y2J again?
He's still smiling.
Chris, are you going to be a part of the Royal Rumble match in a couple of weeks? Chris.
He stops. Jacket lights up.
Chris, are you going to do this next week?
Tremendous. So okay, so we had all these weeks leading up to this. The mystery. Wait. We had the mystery. We had the girl, the guy, the boy, the cryptic messages, and it led all up to.
We had 6 weeks of awesome promos, cryptic videos that were amazing. For 7 minutes of that bullshit last night.
Actually, it was more like 15, Chachi.
I'm bad with time, so whatever.
Why is your leg up by your head?
I watched it again on YouTube.
What's
he was
that?
out there for like 15, 20 minutes.
It's my Harry Potter hat.
No. Your leg is like up by your head. I don't understand what you're doing over there. What is he doing?
Chachi's working on his flexibility for his debut at Blush.
Speaking of debuts at Blush,
that's right.
China will be at Blush this weekend.
Yes, former WWE band lady China will be at Blush this week.
And if you pay her enough,
what's that? Well,
or if you give her a sandwich.
Her rates are online. If you've got the money, she's got the time.
Oh.
or you can just give her a sandwich, and she'll probably just suck your dick.
What?
Gee, I don't think she's that high.
Any sense?
Dick sucking sandwiches.
Extra sandwiches, the new title of this show.
Chachi strips for kids.
What? No. Who said that?
It's a little weird.
Who said that?
No.
ChachiStrips.com. ChachiStrips.com.
ChachiStrips.com.
ChachiVerbs.com.
Oh no! Going off camera.
I have layers. See?
That means that will last longer.
This is gonna be the longest.
Yeah.
Chachi has layers.
So,
it's not Jericho.
It's not Jericho?
It's not Jericho. It's still not Jericho. Nope.
Okay, LB, what's your theory?
I have a theory.
But it said the end starts tonight.
Shut your mouth.
And then it said it starts now.
Because what happened was...
And then Jericho came out.
Shut up! Shut your fuck mouth. Put your top back on.
It is on.
As he licks
your
his
other
lips.
top. Man, I can really hear myself a lot. Okay. So it's hard to do this. Listen, it's not Jericho. Jericho interrupted the person it was supposed to be.
Oh?
You know who it was supposed to be?
Brock Lesnar.
Baby mama?
Brodus Clay.
No.
Papa Shango.
That would be awesome. Is he dead?
No, he's still alive. He's still pimping hoes.
Isaac Yankem.
Anyway. Oh, yeah. Anyway, no. It was supposed to be The Undertaker. And next week, some female will come out and say, you know, you're call Jericho a false prophet and say, you know, the real return, and then it'll lead up to the return of The Undertaker, which will lead to a absolutely stupendous Undertaker versus Jericho WrestleMania match.
Ooh.
Can I put my hand up on that one?
I would love counter arguments, yes.
No, I would not like to see that.
What's that?
Would not like to see that.
AJ goes, no thank you.
I mean, I'm just going to be incredibly honest here. I I don't want to see The Undertaker ever wrestle again.
Wow.
I don't care who he wrestles.
I don't
He could
blame
wrestle,
you. Wow.
wrestle the ghost of the Ultimate Warrior.
Just
I
not
don't
real.
care. I don't want to see it. I just hate The Undertaker at this point. He's like 1,000,000 years old. He's lost all of the great mobility that he had before that made him the great wrestler that he is recognized as. He's no longer in that shape. You cannot, to me, I can't go with it. Even Mad Mike's suggestion of heel Cena versus Taker, not interested.
No.
Just not.
The whole Undertaker thing, I mean, if you think about it, Undertaker, he has a tendency, he takes time off and then he comes back and, comes back for WrestleMania normally. He wrestled WrestleMania last year. We haven't seen him since.
Right, and I've been a very happy wrestling
year
fan.
off.
Usually sometimes, he'll have a match here or there, or he'll do this. No, we haven't seen him for a full year. And they're still trying to, like, when they do advertisements and stuff and The Undertaker. I'm like, really? Because I haven't seen him for a year.
I've just been a very happy fan of sports entertainment in the last year because The Undertaker hasn't been around. It's made life a much better place when I watch Monday Night Raw and I don't have to sit and struggle through, or a SmackDown and have to have them struggle through. How can anybody beat The Undertaker? Oh my God! No, I'm done. I'm done. I want believable matches. I want believable wrestlers. I just listen. Kane coming back as Darth Vader is possibly the dumbest thing ever, but it's been awesome because it's been advancing Sonic Screwjob's great storyline idea of literally redoing the entire Star Wars things with John Cena as Luke Skywalker.
Riz, what do you think about the whole Jericho situation?
I liked it.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys were talking about. I liked what he did. It was a heel. Everyone was really excited about his return. He's coming back as a face. He's going to be awesome. He has the sparkly jacket. He has the lights. He has fireworks. He has pyro. He has everything. He had the fans in his palm of his hands. And he does nothing. That's heel.
So you're talking about... So basically, Riz... Wait, on Chachi. Basically, Riz, what you're saying is what we've experienced is wrestling promo minimalism as an art form.
Yes. I told WrestleFan this.
I would say...
Let Riz finish.
Let me speak.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I told WrestleFan that the past 2 times he went heel, or the last 2 times we've seen Chris Jericho, he's done 2 things that wrestling fans hate. They hate. First, he came out talking with big words, and they confused the hell out of people, so they started booing him.
And
now he comes out.
Big words.
Yeah, they don't like big words. And then
it hurts their 5-year-old brains.
And now he comes out and does the second thing, which is big return, doesn't talk at all. And
he used no words.
He used he used yeah. Come on. That's all he used.
Yeah. I watched it again a second time, and I kind of liked it a little bit more than I liked it the first time. I love Jericho. He's a great wrestler. He's very charismatic, and he can, like you said, he had the crowd in the palm of his hand. That's great. My problem is everyone's going on and saying, "Oh, this is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. Like, this is complete artwork." And so I'm like, my problem is everyone's assuming that it's Jericho's going heel. He's not going to give the fans what he wants. Everyone's just assuming this. Like, he hasn't planted that at all, really, in anyone's mind. And everyone says that he's going to be feuding with CM Punk. He's made no indication as to why he's even back. That's the part that annoys me a little bit.
Well,
according to
the promos, he's back to reclaim the title that was rightfully once his. Whatever the fuck that means.
I guess.
Best
technically,
in the world at what he does.
I would love it. I would love it to be the best
Punk and Jericho at WrestleMania.
I would love that whole idea of it being Punk and Jericho was the best idea
in the
for
world.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I know. I felt like
it wouldn't have to be for a belt. The belt could go wherever it goes in the next couple of months, and we just have the 2 of them for the title of Best in the World. And
Right.
just builds. And
I want to see that, and I want to see that happen. My
could be
thing is, I'm not
tremendous.
going to say that promo was so brilliant. I want to see how it develops. I want to see what he does with this thing, because right now he didn't give me a lot to work with, or he didn't give me a lot.
I would just like to point out that we had a similar conversation aroundish this time last year.
Did we?
We did.
Did we? Why did we have that?
Because of, how did he put
Shotzi
it?
and walk out again.
The in-ring activity
No,
between Undertaker...
The in-ring non-match.
No, it's an in-ring activity between Triple H and Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Remember
exactly how I fucking feel right now. Because I got nothing.
Look, how did Jericho? Sorry, Chachi.
It's like... How do I put this?
The only difference is that
You're
Jericho's
in the
more
middle of
entertaining than
having
the other
sex without the payoff. Something happens at the end to stop you from reaching the logical finishing point.
So what you're saying here is that this promo was blue balls.
Yes, yes, that's what it was.
That's what everybody said
For
last
6 weeks,
Wait a
we've
minute,
had
wait a minute, Chachi,
awesome.
wait a minute.
Shut your
Wait a
mouth.
minute.
No, go ahead.
I'm not going to shut. No, I want to add on to what you're saying. This promo is blue balls, right? There was no resolution to it. So you want a resolution to what the fuck is Jericho doing, right? So you're going to pay attention and find out.
No, chances are I'll half watch. Like
Yeah,
I've
but
been
everybody
doing.
else is.
No, I agree with Lunchbox. It's got me interested. I'm just not saying it's a brilliant promo. My thing is like the whole time it was a
You're
great promo.
interested. The promo won.
Yeah, the whole thing. I was sitting there and I'm like, well, with the girl and then the ball and the swing and the notebook. What is like?
So basically,
allow me to help you all with this, with some thoughts from Mad Mike. The two children represent Jericho's gimmicks. The
My
little
thing
boy
is-
being the
You are
heel, the
thinking
girl
way
being his
too deep
face.
for WWE.
Yeah, that's
wow.
too deep.
Well, let's go a
That's
little
the-
more. Exactly what does Mad Mike think?
Greetings, Mayhemers. It's the one and only Mad Mike here with yet another minute of Mayhem. So, Raw last night. That happened. I was watching it again after I had lunch today. And WWE's got 3 very interesting characters going on right now. Daniel Bryan, I think, might be turning heel. The over excessive celebration when he beat Cody on Raw was a little off, and I don't know why. I have the funniest feeling that Bryan is gonna somehow cheat to beat the Big Show. I don't know, because with Orton now, you can't really have Daniel Bryan as your lead face. Big Show makes a much better lead face. Another interesting character is the still burgeoning saga of John Cena. The whole thing with Kane, it's very, very odd. I still don't know if they're actually going to turn Cena. I think they are after Mania, but they're doing a really interesting slow burn of it based on, Cena getting upset that Show got himself disqualified. Cena kind of cutting a heel promo in the beginning of Raw, saying that he was going to dominate The Rock and all that. And lastly, of course, Mr. 1212 himself, Chris Jericho. Still not quite sure what to make of the promo, or I guess the in-arena non-match, whatever you want to call it. But I think I have an idea. You see, the videos that we had been seeing, I think the 2 little kids, they represent different gimmicks Jericho's had. The studious kid was obviously the heel Jericho we had for the past couple of years, and the little girl represents the Ayatollah of rock and roll, the sexy beast. The Jericho that we saw when he first came in. And it's interesting because the little girl is smiling almost all throughout those promos, except for one instance, like right at the end, where she just like drops a smile and immediately gets the same pallid expression as the little boy. So I think that's kind of where Jericho is going with this. Last week we saw the over-the-top Jericho, the smiling, you know, happy-go-lucky, yeah baby, boom, all that shit. And right before, like, there was some point where it looked like he was just going to turn on every single person, and then immediately went right back to, you know, smiley, happy face. So I think that might be what we see next week with Jericho doing that again, and then just dropping it and calling the fans sheep or something like that. But yeah, so I think that's where we're going with Jericho. And for those of you who don't watch Impact, which is basically all of you, Shima Zion, friend of the Wrestling Mayhem show, is getting an X Division title shot in January. And God, if he wins, that will be amazing. I doubt it, because Austin Aries, it's a double, but you never know. Alright, well, this is me for this week. Have a happy new year, Mayhemers. I hope you had one. And, take care. Spike your hair, bitches.
So yeah, Mad Mike, you know, for saying he's not going too deep into it, I think he got pretty deep with it. Deep. I mean, but no, I think great. I think it's a great analysis of it, and I guess, you know,
I would like
this is all in his head.
I would like to respond to the chat room.
What do you think, Chachi?
Mayhem Missy is trying to say that this promo will make me watch next week.
Okay.
No, it won't.
It won't make you watch?
No.
Was it making her watch?
I don't know. Probably. No, it won't. You want to know why?
Why?
I'll watch wrestling next week. That's a given.
Okay.
And I'll do exactly what I do every week. I'll watch it for an hour. I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up the next day, and I'll watch the rest of it. You want to know why? Because that's what I do on Monday night / Tuesday.
That's fine.
That's what I do. It's not because of anything that he did last night.
And that's not against or anything for ratings. It's not like you're a Wilson family. It doesn't really matter. You're going to watch wrestling anyways. You're a fan. You know?
Right. But I mean, no, that promo last night, if anything, discouraged me from watching further.
Okay.
Because it failed to pay off.
Okay.
I didn't get what I wanted from it.
Okay.
Him coming out, playing with the crowd for, what was it, 15 minutes, WrestleFan?
It was like
Is that what you
7.
said?
It was like 7, I thought.
So, I mean, he's still down. That's why I talked to him, because he couldn't respond. But, I mean, no, I didn't get what I was expecting from it, and it was a huge letdown. So, I mean, were I that fickle, I would walk away.
Okay.
But I'm a creature of habit. Monday nights, I'm going to watch wrestling. I'm going to fall asleep. I'm going to wake up Tuesday and finish watching wrestling. Mainly because I need to know.
So it's not making a difference for you. But still, I mean, you got to be curious on where this is going to go. That's where I'm landing. It's like, okay, that was an interesting first step. I'm kind of miffed that it didn't really connect with what we saw as a lead up to now. But hopefully that gets explained later.
No.
But I agree. It really should have. No, I'm just saying that's
no,
my opinion.
not you. I'm responding to Mike.
Oh, okay.
He's saying that I'm part of the I need immediate results culture. That's not true. I've been hanging on for 6 weeks.
It's
not immediate results.
No,
I've been patient.
What you're saying can't come off as that though.
Here's what it is. This is the same thing that happens if you have a really good storyline leading into WrestleMania. If you have that, and you have this great build-up and this great build-up, and then a shitty match, you're going to be mad. Because it's not immediate results. It's this build. It's build and build and build, and that's why WrestleMania gets that extra, effectively, it gets an extra 2 weeks for build from Elimination Chamber, but it still has a full 7 weeks or even longer all the way back to the Royal Rumble as a full build. That's a 2-month period for them to basically pick up and build a storyline that's going to be worth it. If you drop 6 weeks of really awesome cryptic promos that make you think, that make you wonder what's going on, who's coming back, and then Jericho comes out and does that, I can see why people would be mad. I can see exactly why Chachi's mad. That was 6 weeks of really great promos, and he came out and didn't say a word. But at the same time, that's also something that no one has ever done. I was reading something today, and a guy made really good points. This was something completely left field. Completely not what you expected. You expected him to come out and do one of two things. Either A, he comes out as the Ayatollah of rock and roll and he goes, yeah, I'm here to save the WWE, blah, blah, blah. The same thing he did the first time he came, or the second time he came back. Or you expect him to come back as heel Jericho, which is what he was when he left. Where he says, you know what, I am the best in the world, and there's some clown running around here with that on a shirt making money off of my idea. And then he challenges Punk, and they build this giant thing all the way to WrestleMania, which would be awesome. The issue here is that he didn't do either of those things. He went with option 3, which was to throw a whole curveball and see what happens. I love the fact that he's not, that he didn't go that route, that he's doing something completely different. I'm interested to see what he comes up with next week. I'm interested to see the continued build, and that's what's bringing me in. The promo won. People are going to watch because they're going to go, okay, what the hell was that? He's going to be back next week. Yeah, I guess I have to watch. I want to know what the hell that meant. What did that mean? And now he's bought another week.
But the funny thing is, you don't know if he's going to be back next week. You're assuming he's going to be back next week.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes,
This
I'm
is
assuming he's going to be back next week, and that's why I'll watch.
This is all assumption.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's
chances.
all we do on this show is assumption.
I know. Chances are he'll be back next week. Yes. I'm not gonna disagree with that. But you're just assuming.
AJ's thing and give an example from what he was talking about with the whole Mania thing. Remember Triple H, Randy Orton? How we had a month, 2 months of build of Orton beating up Stephanie, the home invasion stuff, and all the attacks and the locker rooms and stuff like that. And we're like, this is awesome. This is, and it's with Triple H, who we didn't expect that from, since, we kind of get bored of him after a while. And then came to WrestleMania, and the match didn't live up. Mm-hmm. So I see where it's coming from. I want to see how this develops.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I didn't like last night's events.
Mm-hmm.
Because, let's face it, I love Jericho. He's amazing at what he does. He probably spent his entire tour time not on stage planning this character.
Yeah.
So, the work is there, and the effort is always there for Jericho.
And he's somebody that always wants to do something a little different, like he did with the last character we had. And he's been really big about developing and changing up his character over the course of the time he's been out there. So I'm really interested to see, what is this? Is it going to be crazy smiling Jericho this whole time? Is he going to be something completely different? Is this just a phase of it? Is there a girl? Is the girl in his head? I don't know.
What happens if here's an idea for this character. This is completely what we do here and assume things. What if he comes out with this crazy character? And we've always talked about the tweener characters like Austin and Orton, and these guys who toe that line between doing heel type things but still as a face, and doing face type things as a heel. What happens if he just does that crazy thing? He goes after everybody. He doesn't care who it is. He'll go, if he'll play, face. He'll be the face against the heel. He'll be a heel against the face. But he does it week to week. There's no strong run of him being There's no strong run of him. Okay, I'm a face. I'm a face. I'm a face. I'm a face. I'm a heel. I'm a heel. I'm a heel. I'm a heel. He goes after just everybody, and he flips that line over and over and over again just because he's I'm the best in the world. I don't care who's wrestling me.
That could be fun.
I think that would be kind of fun and kind of interesting to kind of take that line and see how far he goes with it, because he took that quiet, brooding heel really far. He took that farther than I think anybody initially planned on him taking that. I don't think anybody planned on him going that far with it.
And with all this talk, the guy that didn't say anything for 7 minutes overtook the fact that we had somebody climb out of the ring and explode.
Yes.
Completely overshadowed this fact at the end of the show last night.
Zack Ryder.
And almost killed Zack Ryder. Yes, almost pulled Zack Ryder into the depths of hell to become part of Kane's new brood. I would only presume.
FEMA. On another note,
going on that last promo.
On another note, FEMA is now collecting donations to help build Hornswoggle a new home.
Yes.
Hornswoggle's house. With me.
But yes, yeah. What the fuck?
It was amazing because the end of that promo, like the lead out of the show, where Ryder and Cena are just looking at each other, looked like a really bad Hardy Boys movie. They're like, "Oh my god, can you believe that just happened? Wow, you almost died, man! No, they ringed you up.
They almost had to cancel.
Kill you.
They almost
He's
had
a
to
big scary dude. I know."
They almost had to cancel your show, man.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But, well, that's an interesting turn.
Apparently, Ryder sent out a tweet last night that said, did I almost get dragged into hell?
Are you serious, bro?
Are you serious, bro?
How's he explain that one? How's he explain that one? So, like, hey, other than that, it was Raw. You know, there's Raw in a nutshell. Jericho, fire. What?
R-Truth. That was Raw.
Talk about R-Truth.
R-Truth. Stalker R-Truth.
Was Raw.
What?
He's a sitting duck.
R-Truth is so over.
Yes. He is.
I mean, he can pull out a kid in a wrestling show, mind you. A kid in a wrestling show has the worst mouth of anyone at a wrestling show. And this kid, he pulled out a kid that didn't swear at all.
Although I think we were suspecting in the hangout that he was about to.
I thought he was about to. You give a kid a live mic on Monday Night Raw, fuck's gonna go down.
Happy New Year,
Ninja.
Oh, I didn't bring it down, do I? What? I actually bought a new
it's in your laptop bag.
Is it in my laptop
yeah,
bag?
It's extremely awkward to try to light.
Where's it? Is it in the laptop bag?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
No, let's get this shit.
It was extremely awkward to try to light.
Can I be really honest here? This that kid is saying what at the end. Oh man, R-Truth, whatever that is.
It's a lighter, dude. Jimmy DeMarco showed you. This is giant ass refillable lighters you can get for like $5. Yeah,
it's extremely awkward.
It was weird. Okay,
which provides the same amount of flame as a lighter that's this big.
And fail.
Just like R-Truth's career. But no, it was such the weird because it was at a Dollar General up in the middle of Western New York, and over the Christmas weekend, and they had this, and they had like Eve, and I think Kelly and somebody else you really probably wouldn't care about. And I'm like, you know what, R-Truth, why not? Let's get it up to R-Truth, right? And then he came back the next Monday. There you go. So that's going to sit right up here for now.
He's like, oh, somebody bought my ladder. I'm going to come back to the WWE because someone bought a ladder.
He knows.
I'm coming back to the WWE. Someone bought my ladder in Western New York.
So there was another wrestling experience this past week that most of us went to here. Except, well, not WrestleFan because he's in Texas. But no, Raw came back to Pittsburgh as a house show, and we did the normal thing. We went and got some nosebleeds just to go enjoy the show, whatever, you know.
No.
What?
I went.
Oh,
and got
I'm sorry. The
nosebleeds.
facilitator of the night's events was Chachi, ChachiPlays.com.
Yeah, ChachiPlays.com. No, I went on Twitter.
The debut of the brand new Raw house show set. It's got lights. It's got It's got
screens.
lights.
It's crazy. It's like it's a tiny Titantron.
Yeah, a
I think
tiny
it's a-
Tron.
As I referred to it.
I believe, I don't know if these shots are from the Pittsburgh show, but supposedly Pittsburgh was the first show to have this set.
Yep.
And it really helps it feel like a, Raw, as in, there's Titantrons, there's all that kind of stuff going on. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting because you see this thing and it's a tiny little set, and it looks like you have like a what's clearly a large screen, but when you're inside of a giant arena, it doesn't seem so big.
It seemed like very postage stampy, but I don't think they even did. I don't think they even did Titantrons on the big screen on the scoreboard at the old shows. Like it was literally just Fink, and he's at the ringside, and that's it. And everybody comes from a curtain.
By the way, seeing Howard Finkel live was possibly one of the greatest moments of my life.
Although I wonder what's going on, because Fink also did the SmackDown house show that was in Pittsburgh a year ago.
Fink just lives here, and I want to go hang out at his house.
He only does Northeast shows, maybe?
Maybe.
He just lives in the arena.
He just lives in
Howard
console?
still lives at Gotham Energy Center. He's a really big Pens fan.
Sure. But, and not just, of course, we had a lot of fun. We had a group of us, thanks to Chachi, that all went together.
ChachiPlace.com.
Thank you.
Right.
But there was a lot of people I on Facebook and everything that said they really enjoyed the show. This is probably the best reviewed house show I've seen in a while.
It wasn't bad.
It was good. I thought it was fun. I thought we had a blast for being a WWE house show. We're the type that usually goes to indie shows or whatever and want more out of it. But I thought it was great. We had a cage match.
Yeah.
With the shakiest cage.
Yeah. Yeah, and we got the house show cage.
Mm-hmm.
Shoddy.
Which is here's the realiest, the funniest part of all, the realiest, you guys. Now, I'm not a carpenter of any kind or anybody who builds things. However, there was an issue here with the cage. Now, the cage is based out of...
He's going to show us an example.
Yeah, he is.
I was going to say, why is he flipping paper?
So
this is why you need to be on the video.
Each side has two panels to it. There's a post in the middle.
Pieces of paper.
There's... Hold on. Here, hold on.
No, educate me on this.
Now he has
so there's a post in the middle, and then there's a piece of paper that hangs on either side.
Yeah.
And the problem was that the cage never actually sat square, so the cage actually sat like this, the entire match. And I was afraid when someone climbed on top that it was going to go like this, and everybody was going to die. I feared for CM Punk and The Miz's health the entire match.
It was
because house show cages are shoddy.
Yeah, it was scary. I mean, they were carrying the fleeces out, and they weren't flush, they weren't level, and they were really shaky.
Nobody, I don't think anybody wanted any part of that cage.
No.
I did appreciate there was a bit right in the middle of the cage match where the Miz made a run for the door. And CM Punk pulled him by the leg, and then dove over him and got the outside the same way the Miz was, and the Miz pulled him back in. That was a really nice combo, or a nice little segment of moves.
It sounds like it's a weirder version of Leapfrog.
Kinda.
Apparently, Dave Demira is a cage building expert.
Yeah, you see this?
And is responsible for building the IWC cage from scraps.
Scraps?
Yes.
Did he forge this thing in the fires of Mordor?
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it's yes.
He built from scraps.
He welded everything.
This cage weapon device with scraps of metal from my... I can't do that voice, I'm sorry.
Didn't destroy the cage, you guys, because there's we need to take it back to the fires of New Kensington.
Amazing. Apparently it's fence pieces, that he found and just welded them all together.
Wow.
Nice.
That's what I'm assuming.
Elaborate. Yes. What the hell? David Air Demera is a murdering son of a bitch, and I don't care if he built an elimination chamber from pipe cleaners and crazy glue. Mad Mike.
How do we care? That'd be awesome.
What do you do with the hand there?
He was fist bumping.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm actually muting my my mic, but because I have to touch my camera to do it, it's down here, and then I go.
Hey, pointing is not good manners, AJ.
It's very awkward.
So fist bump.
I thought he was fist bumping. No, you don't do fist bumps. You do high fives.
All right. Was there anything else from Raw or the last 2 weeks of wrestling that we want to hit up?
No, not really.
Was there anything?
No.
Nothing going on?
No.
All right.
Did we miss anything?
Or maybe something from another not wrestling company, maybe, of a former WWE superstar.
UFC. He wants to talk
So
about
you're
UFC.
referring to
Lesnar. What happened with Brock Lesnar, guys?
Who cares?
He got his ass kicked, then he retired.
He broke his hand.
Now he's going to fight Undertaker.
Got beat up.
I heard
Retired.
he had abdomen, some abdomen injury or something.
Did he?
He got kicked in the abs. This is what happened during the match.
All I saw was everyone
My
talking
shit
about
has been muted the whole time. I've been talking. Seriously.
No, you
What
weren't.
the fuck? It's my fault. I muted it to take a bite. I'm sorry.
All right, LB. Wait. Let's backtrack. LB, what is everything you wanted to say about the last 3 topics?
Oh my god, I have no idea. The house show was good. The cage was shoddy, and he didn't have an abdomen injury. It was diverticulitis. We fucking covered it on the show.
Yes, we did with Dr. Mom.
Brock Lesnar, listen to me. Brock Lesnar's a piece of shit. All right.
Whoa!
No, let him go.
In Brock's
Let
face.
him go.
I had this opinion on Brock Lesnar when he fucking started in UFC. He had one match which he lost, another match which he won, and then he got a title shot. Okay? If you ever wondered if there's rankings in the UFC, there's your answer. Dana White shitting in your mouth and then you paying him for the privilege. Okay? Fuck Brock Lesnar. He's a money magnet, and then he got diverticulitis, turned into a little bitch, and when he started losing, he said, "Oh, I don't want to do it anymore," and he fucking retired. Fuck you, Brock Lesnar. Fuck you and your stupid knife tattoo.
That is a stupid knife tattoo.
And now, in about 6 months, in about 6 fucking months, he's going to be crawling back to the WWE, begging Vince because him and his whore wife are going to blow through all their fucking money because they're not going to get sponsorships or anything left to do. Fuck it.
He's not going to make it back in the WWE. His chest has a penis on it.
Actually, having a chest on your penis is an advantage in getting back in the WWE.
You mean having a penis on your chest?
on your penis. You just said,
No, the other way around. The other way
Vince
around.
does weird things. It's not important. Either way, he's going to try and make a comeback, and the fans are not. Oh, do you remember when he left? They fucking booed the shit out of both him and Goldberg in that giant WrestleMania match. And the match sucked. Fuck Brock Lesnar and everything that he does. That's it.
Okay, then.
wow.
Yeah, bitch.
Wow.
High five.
High
High
five.
five.
High five for sweaty dick punching.
I'm glad we brought back the MMA report. Where's Papuga
Brief
at?
and succinct.
Where's Papuga at? Jeez. All right, and of course,
So-
hey,
So to sum up everything that Lunchbox said, fuck him and his fucking fuckhole.
It's exactly
You know
right.
what?
and his penis
Fuck
tattoo.
Goldberg.
It is
Okay, hold on, guys.
Fuck tattoo.
Mad Mike is gonna pop a fucking blood vessel if we don't mention this.
Well, he did.
Sheamus Ion has a title shot, everybody,
Okay.
against Austin Aries with those other 2 idiots. No one knows who you're talking about now. You're just using words.
Sorensen
Use your real
and
words,
some
Mad Mike.
douche.
He's got a title shot. Mayhem.
Okay, Kid Rock's wrestling with some guy from some
Kid
high school
Rock.
football player.
Kid Cash.
I don't know.
Kid Cash. Wait a minute. He's got a title shot, but it's like a 4-way title match.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so at Genesis,
He's the only. But
this
he was the only
Sunday-
one that had to qualify to get a title shot.
at Genesis this Sunday, this Sunday,
It's
this Sunday.
Oh, holy shit! No one knew.
Austin Aries, Kid Cash, Jesse Sorensen, and Zima Ion, which is Shima Zion, in a 4-way exhibition title match. I'm sure it'll be good. Nobody's gonna. Yeah, but hey,
Nobody's gonna buy it.
But hey, great. Seriously, though,
Nobody
great for
knew
Shima.
about it till Tuesday at 9:58
I seriously,
p.m.
I haven't watched because of all the holidays and everything.
Easter.
I haven't watched TNA in like 3 or 4 weeks. I haven't been able to catch up with it myself. But still, hey, great. That's happening.
You know how he got the title shot? He defeated Anthony Ness in a contract on a pole match.
Yeah.
Dear Vince Russo, stop putting shit on poles.
Or forklifts.
Ow.
And then Taz made no. I'll talk about that. And then Taz made a comment about how Zema Ion used to be a pole dancer, so he should have a lot of experience in this matchup.
What the hell?
Punch him square in the face.
What?
Sure, why not?
Oh my god!
We're have to. You know what? We're going to have to get him back on the show and ask him about that pole dancing. But that's what it's going to be. But seriously, great for Shima though. For that, I don't know if he's on the next IWC show or not. He's on.
Not yet. I don't believe.
The only thing I know that's booked for that is DeMarco versus
Cage match.
Fab in a cage match. Yeah. So, and I have no other inside information. And
Is it Demira's shitty cage?
Cage made out of pipe cleaners.
in David Demira's Cage of Death.
Can we talk about the SmackDown ending too before Bobby has a aneurysm?
No, because I remember when.
What? We're doing Remember When this week?
No, we're not.
I mean, what I learned. I'm sorry.
All right.
I was going to say that time is past, my friend.
Yeah, we'll save for that for you, sir. And I don't know why IWC's event information for it goes to no 404 page. So, whoops.
Oh no, they lost their event.
They lost their event. It has disappeared.
Kidding,
Boy.
no.
Hi, Schrodinger.
Hi, Schrodinger.
So
Yay.
hey, it's that time where we
Kitty.
what it's kitty time. Schrodinger, what did you learn from wrestling this week? Those eyes are freaking me out.
That cat is so afraid.
He's doing his Chris Jericho impression.
Yeah!
I don't have anything that lights up that I can put on his head.
I learned that WWE can give me 6 weeks of awesome and then end it with a pile of shit.
Okay.
I learned that every single person, not every single, most 90% of the people who watch wrestling give the WWE writers way too much credit. The children represent his characters and the people that he's played. No. This is written by people who have IQs that are lower than the number of fingers on my hand.
Both or just one?
No, just one. And no offense to my cousin, you're super nice. My cousin who used to write for WWE. Anyway, moving on. That's what I think.
And Mr. Lagana.
And Mr.
No, that too. Yeah. Well, that just goes to show they fire all the smart people.
Mm-hmm. And they go to Nuclear Cowboys and TNA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wrestle fan, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned from wrestling this week that wrestling. I want to know how SmackDown was able to get the feed to an elevator camera.
That was awesome.
That's impressive.
That was awesome.
In HD, by the way. Can we point out to the fact that the elevator feed was HD? What arena has HD elevator cameras?
I don't know. Maybe the console. Maybe some new shit,
No.
No?
It's probably all
Hold on. Let's see. Where was SmackDown last Tuesday? Hold on.
Where was it at?
It was probably live from your mom's house. Burn.
Oh.
High five.
yeah. That
Coming to you live from inside your own butthole.
See all live events. Apparently, I can't. Can I go backwards? Can I?
No, you can't go backwards in time on WWE.com unless you pay for the subscription.
Oh, that's horseshit.
Wait, what?
What would that have been?
Elevator cameras and things. That's what I learned.
All right. AJ, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
What I learned from wrestling this week is that nothing really ends a show like a terrible Hardy Boy angle. Not Hardy's is in Matt and Jeff.
Not with a
Hardy's
Z.
is in the ones in the books. And somehow they turned it into a fucking Scooby-Doo match, too. There's this big crazy monster, and Scooby-Doo and Zack Ryder are just staring at each other going, I don't know, Shaggy, what are we going to do now? For Kelly to just get chased around by Kane and Eve to think up some like crazy thing of how it is, because I'm sure she... No, who would be Thelma?
Vicky Guerrero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be. So she would think up of why Kane would want no one to get into the ring or some shit like that.
And David Otunga is the one wearing the ascot, obviously.
Right? Yeah. Like I think we could turn this into a full Scooby-Doo thing, and that's what I learned. From
Somebody with some artistic talent out that draw this, please. All these people as these characters, it'd be fantastic.
Missy posted a picture of
Yes,
Dave's
I see this.
cave.
It's an
can we bring that
Instagram.
up?
I presume
Ooh.
this is from Cage Fury because I don't think it's been up since I've been back there.
That is fancy.
That is fancy.
That's a lot better than the one that the
It was.
WWE had.
Yes, it is.
Next time I'm getting my cages, I'm going to Mordor, apparently.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right there.
That's
right
what
there.
she was supposed to do.
It's very tall too.
Sorg.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That looks dangerous to fall from the top of.
Yeah. Big time. What's up, LB?
Sorg.
Mm-hmm.
What are you learning in wrestling?
I learned that stages at live shows are awesome. That's all I got.
That's it.
I also learned you can dump your popcorn on the guy in front of you, and he doesn't get mad at you at live shows. All right. What?
I did not learn thing yet.
I know.
Okay.
What'd you
How do
learn,
you really
Riz?
even-
I'm going to you.
Okay.
And that's all the time we have this week on the Wrestling Mayhem show.
I'm not letting you go I'm not going to let you
All right,
smile for
ready?
7 minutes, sir.
All right, ready? I learned that I'm not the only one that has this.
Wrestle Buddies!
Yeah, that's funny.
That's right. They added the Joey Styles. Obviously, listens to the show. And
Hi, Joey Styles.
did you have anything else there, Riz?
No.
Okay.
wanted to say-
SmackDown was at the Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. So I don't think that that's a newer arena. I could be wrong on that though.
Yeah.
It's the Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. It opened in 1999. Yeah, it does not have HD cameras in the elevators. Just
And Riz, just to follow up on you there with your Wrestle Buddy, this is the article that was up there. The Bring It Back WWE Wrestling Buddies. And there's some $1 Million Man, Legion of Doom.
They
Ultimate
should bring it
Warrior.
back.
They should.
Where am I? Where do I sign?
Where do I sign up? Where do I buy that?
Fuck do I sign?
Here, take my money, please. I want this. Although we were suspecting, I don't know if on Twitter where we were talking about this, that they do. Didn't they have Divas ones, and that could just be a little weird.
Yeah, give me that karma, that sweet, sweet karma, Wrestle
Hey,
Buddy.
what we say? The WWE Divas real dolls.
Yeah.
Although, if you had to make a karma, it would use 80% more material than the other divas.
You went there.
What? She's a big girl.
And they're
It's not an insult.
she's a big girl with a fat ass. You know what I mean?
Ride those waves.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right. From Mad Mike in the chat room, I guess this is what he learned this week. Don't ask for directions to Mordor on Google. They'll tell you not to walk there. What?
No, he said, I learned that I want to see Cody and Dusty versus Booker and Goldust at WrestleMania.
There you go. That could be fun. Yeah, the Goldust showing up and not in makeup. That was pretty good on SmackDown.
He looks like there's a picture of him on the WWE website if you go to the SmackDown thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks like he just got out of jail.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. I think, he had a medical thing going on. That's why he hasn't been around. Bobby learned that not only is elevator action in an Atari game, what the hell?
Antics.
It is.
Elevator antics.
Oh, is an Atari game. It is also a wrestling match. Also, she will end Y2J's silence. Also, hand turkey.
Hand turkey.
Hand turkey. And this is why
when
you
I
need
was
to
in
play.
Kalamazoo, I chased real live turkeys.
Kalamazoo is a fictional place, sir.
I know it's real because I said it is. Didn't you follow the tweet stream?
No. I stopped.
You're supposed to think, Chachi. You're an ambassador.
I know. I stopped.
What?
You're the ex.
I stopped listening after you said ex-minister of morality and something or other.
Morality and shouting.
Yes, shouting.
You're the ex-minister of not reality. Yeah, fuck it. Reality and shouting for Kalamazoo, spelled with an X.
Yes, with an X.
Yeah, ambassador.
Shut up!
Oh.
I'm allowed to yell.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, he's the ex-minister of shouting.
I'm the ex-minister of shouting. I'm allowed to yell. You're not allowed to yell.
Oh, wow. On that point, guys.
Shut up!
It's time to get out of here. It's Wrestling Mayhem Show. Find us at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can find us on the Facebooks, on the Google Plus. Wait, where it is? There it is on the Facebooks, on the Google Plus. We're on the YouTubes.
We're not on Google
and we're
Plus.
on the Twitters at Mayhem Show. You can also drop us a line at Good Times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. I'm Sorgatron at Sorgatron, at DJ Lunchbox, at The WrestleFan, at AJNPGH, at Riz IUP, and
wow.
Whoa.
At Chachi Says, of course, there he is, at Chachi Says the Man.
ChachiPlays.com.
ChachiPlays.com.
Chachi.com.
It's been your Mayhem week, guys. Hey, I'm Sorg. This is for the guys, and you guys have a great new week. Check it next week. It's the 6-year anniversary show. You don't know who's going to show up. Neither do we.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.